This is just a little video to update my people, Ari's people. And if I had a cameraman, I'd be able to have you guys follow me. This is going to be terrible cameraman work, but I'm just going to keep talking to kind of describe to you what's going on. I'm going to head over there to grab Ari. I'm going to put her e-collar on. Matter of fact, I'll be right back. I'll try to put her e-collar on closer to the camera so you can kind of see. So I could just kind of like describe to you like why I'm putting it on the way I'm putting it on, because obviously that's a pretty important aspect of this. Come on, bud. Now, of course, like me letting Ari out like this without having any tools on or anything like that just kind of shows, good girl, that we've earned this. Like, we've earned this. I would never just let her out unless I trusted her to be out like this. Good girl. Just really, voluntarily coming back to me a lot just like that, which is sort of like proof in the pudding that our relationship is actually pretty strong, right? She wants to come back to me. I didn't even ask her to do that. But just for the sake of, I don't want to move any closer, I just want to put it on. We just got to make sure that this e-collar is, number one, we have to make sure that it's on and blinking green. Come on, Bubba. Good girl. And then the second part is we just have to make sure it's on tight enough to where the touch points are actually like in there so that she could get a true reading. Now, you're like, Chad, she comes back to you on her own, like why do you need the e-collar? The e-collar is just a reinforcer. It's a tap on the shoulder in the event that we need it. Hard pressed to think there's not going to be something in your environment on your hike or something that's going to like garner her attention a little bit more than if there wasn't any competing motivators, right? The challenges increase. There might be a reason that I need to actually give her a little button. And right now, we're still using it even though we don't technically need to use it, because we need to teach her what it means so that when we do get out onto the hike, she has some information to fall back on and she understands what this is. Does that make sense? So that's why, like, I send these things home with people a lot and I know they don't ever use them. And it kind of upsets me because it's like, okay, dude, you guys just like ignored everything I said. And as a result of that, you're not going to reap the benefits of more clear communication, and your dog isn't going to reap the benefits of having more freedom. Because the whole point of all of this is to be able to do more, for me anyway. So level 8 here. Good girl. Tap the button, say here. I'd pay her. Good girl. And then we're going to keep moving up. This morning session is just a continuation of muzzle training, because look, I know one of your pain points was that you're worried about her in specific contexts, and if you're worried about her in those specific contexts, we're gonna have to have her muzzled so that you can like take the edge off a little bit, all right? Otherwise, if you're not gonna challenge her in those situations that you came to me with, then you're just gonna go put her away, because otherwise, what I mean by that is you're just going to go put her in her kennel and do what you need to do. Otherwise, she's going to be muzzled in those situations, and we're going to communicate to her, and we're going to control the environment, and we're going to make sure everything is okay. All right? But I want to be able to have her muzzle trained so that you guys have access to that. And a little bit of banter on muzzle training this morning. Kind of just letting her check out the environment real quick. She's just over here. I'm going to try to do this, a little bit of muzzle training every single day so that we can get her to the point where she doesn't try to take it off. She's actually doing pretty good pretty early on in the process. But no dog loves to wear a muzzle. Some dogs will accept it a little bit quicker than others. But my process is a little bit slower. Just kind of like condition it, get her used to getting it, putting it on and feeling it for a second, taking it off, and then, come on, bud. Come here, bud. Offer a piece of food first for coming. That's good. That's good, mama. Come here. Good. That's good. Want some food? It's good. Yeah, it's good. Take the edge off a little bit. And we're going to come back and just kind of muzzle. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Sit. That's good. Muzzle. Yes. That's good, bud. That's good. And then fast forward the process. Muzzle. Good girl. Hold it there for a sec. Yes. A little bit longer. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. That's good. You can trust me, bud. Muzzle. Good muzzle. And you just hold it there for a bit. Good girl, mama. Good girl. Good. Yes. Good. Something in it for her. Oh, dude, I forgot. I still need to try to cut your nails. Looking forward to that. Good girl. Come here. Good girl. Sit. That's good, bud. That's good. Muzzle. There we go. Good. Yes. That's good, bud. Something in it for you if you decide. Muzzle. Ah, good, bud. Muzzle. Ah. Good. Good girl. Muzzle. Might have to get you a little bit of a bigger one, but this is good to start. Okay? That's good. That's good. Yes. That's good. Okay, sit. Muzzle. Good girl. Come here. Sit. Good. That's good. Muzzle. Yes. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty much it for the muzzle training sesh. Just a little bit every day, a little bit every day. And then maybe tomorrow or the next day, I'll actually put it on and keep it on her and take it off and reward her, take it off and reward her. Just try to, I just try to take the edge off a little bit, man, not make it so conflicting. I just put it on her and it's just like so conflicting and the dog goes into panic mode. It's like, so if you just do this a little bit of a slower process, I just think the association to the muzzle ends up being a little bit of a better one, a little bit more of a healthy approach, a little bit more of an effective approach, because the goal is to ultimately get her to wear the thing without ever trying to rip it off her face. And if I were to just put it on her face right now, the whole time she would just be panicking, trying to get it off, panicking, trying to get it off. So I'm just trying to remove some of that panic through this little bit of a slower process and adding something in it for her. You guys kind of see what I'm talking about here? Everybody has their own ways to go about it. This is the way I prefer to go about it. It makes me feel okay, ethical, fair, and of course effective. It just takes a little bit longer, right? So that's what we're going to be doing, so that by the time she comes back to you guys, she's at least familiar with her muzzle, and we could start using it in specific contexts where you guys are feeling a little bit unsure. And of course, when you guys come back here, we're going to show you what to do in the event she starts to try to attack a dog that comes too close, because that's what she tries to do here. And we're working on that, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that strategy when you're here. Have you hold the leash and just teach you the body language sign. She's a dead giveaway with it, and it's one of those things where it doesn't even matter. Good poo-poo girl. It doesn't even matter, because her and I's relationship is improving substantially quickly, and it's one thing I've always found pretty interesting about this stuff, man. It's like I'll forge a real good relationship with dogs in a very, very short amount of time. Sometimes a little bit more of a healthy, clear communication system between me and the dog than the person that had the dog for a long time prior, and I think it comes down to nuance and a couple of little different things here and there, and it's my job to kind of relinquish that information to you so that you can forge the same exact thing moving forward. So that's all I got for you guys. We're talking about pain points, we're talking about this and that, but let me just say this: she's the sweetest little dog, and she just certainly enjoys herself some life. She's certainly been enjoying herself here at the TFE Ranch, man. She just went and took a big shit after that really, really good session there, and you notice how short that session is. Quick, short, effective, boom, done. And that's breakfast. The real secret is doing these short sessions, a little bit every day. Productive work, 5, 10, 15 minutes max of like this really formal type shit every day. And you really get a long way there. There she is. It's an update on your dog. Love her to death. Sweetest little thing. Don't like when other dogs get near her when I'm handling her. But we're working on that as well. Management, understanding of her, advocating for her, communicating with her very clearly and efficiently. And that's it. It's not any more complicated than that. Not in my opinion anyway. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. And thank you for your trust. It's a beautiful day this morning. The wind seems to have died down, and we continue to pray for the people in the Pacific Palisades and everybody right down the street that's suffering from all them damn fires. Good girl, mama. All right, guys.